Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year's to all of you. We got the new, well not new, but we got the rear end fixed and it's ready to go. But I got these bushings and they are pretty bad. All of them. So, although that one, I could rerun that one if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. So, anyways, what we're gonna do first, I got all new bushings, but I wanna take a wire wheel and just clean these things up, paint them before I put it back on the vehicle. So I'll clean them up, replace the bushings, then we'll paint it and go from there.
What would happen on another one? We could drill that rubber out with a hacksaw blade and cut out.
Well, the problem with this one was that this rubber was too good.
I mean,
if I can knock that center out, it comes out super easy. But this one I wasn't able to knock the center out.
Well, I was wondering about if I drilled the hole, got a bunch of that rubber out with the drill press.
Maybe. So try it on the best one, which is, well, probably that one. Because I think that one I can knock the rubber out of the center.
Well, we're gaining.
Yeah. Just need a smaller punch. I need.
Now with that out of there, what happened? It needs to come out this way.
Yeah. I was wondering how I could get the rubber out. Wonder if I could take this and
drill press.
I'll try this. They will come out.
Yeah. Now, I run that clear through and took out quite a bit. Should we take out more?
I don't know. Like on, let's see, where's the real bad? Like this one? That just comes out. And that one might have to take out a bunch. And maybe that's where I screwed up. Instead of the drill press, maybe I should adjust the rubber around first. Because I can take the rubber out with this, too.
Let's do this.
Okay, this one seals on the inside instead of the outside. Okay, me and my boss just got all the bushings out of all of them. Now they'll be a little bit easier to clean and hopefully paint, put back together, and we'll be done. So hopefully we can get this. I'm wanting to get the rear end put back together today. That way I can move on to the next video and show y'all something real cool. So let's get started cleaning these things and we'll catch back with you when we start to paint. Guys, look who finally showed up. Roy finally made it back for a couple hours.
For the day. For the day.
So I got one bushing put in. Roy helped me with that. We got one bushing put in and I'm gonna go ahead and paint this one. Man, those are tough to get out and they're tough to get in. But I think I'm gonna go find a place, find some baling wire and hang it and paint it. Then we can get the rest of them done. Maybe get that rear end put back in today. If not, I'll get it put in tomorrow and post this video Sunday. So let's keep going and get this done. I'm about ready to paint this, and before I paint it, I'm gonna take some of this Super Clean and we're gonna spray it on. It says give time to allow the soap to dissolve the grease and grime, and that'll get all the oil and the dirt off your hands, and I mean just help you get your paint to stick real well. Let me get some paper towels. Super Clean was kind enough to send me all this product for free. They are not a sponsor yet, but I mean, if you look at that, I mean, it really does dissolve a ton of this dirt and grime. Now, before I paint this, I will go ahead and go rinse it off and wipe it down and dry it again. But man, it sure does a good job. If you can look how dirty that was to how it is. I mean, I can show you a before and after, but it is really remarkable stuff. So anyways, support them, support me, and try out some Super Clean. They give aerosol cans. They also have a spray bottle. They have floor absorbent, as you can see here. They have tire and wheel shine. They just have a whole lineup of products that they all sent me to try, and we'll be using it here on the channel quite a bit. I've already used them, so man, I sure enjoy it. So let's get this painted and get back to work. And there's the rear end. Man, she looks a lot better. That's been welded all in there. Man, I think it'll be just perfect. I got all these painted up. There's two on this side, two on that side. And Roy, I forgot the dang shocks at the other shop. So Roy's gonna go get them, and I'm gonna go ahead and put these control arms on. It's cold in here, so I think we're gonna go ahead and time lapse this. So hope you guys don't get too upset, but I mean, it's just too dang cold to be in here too long. So let's get to time lapsing, and then we'll work on putting the rear end underneath the car, bolting it back up. Got new shocks for this thing too. Those are air shocks, and these right here, oh yeah, nice new coilovers. Look at that, look at that. So anyways, we're gonna put those on, and hopefully it'll have some suspension. Yeah, because filling up those air shocks every time sucks. So,
made in USA, baby.
Man, I don't know if they can pick that up. Yep, made in USA. So, all right, well, I'm gonna get to putting these shocks on, and hopefully we can get done with this today. Roy hasn't even got to drive this thing since the Poly Sniper and Hyper Spark and everything was put on. So, man, it would be a good day if he got to drive his car. So, all right, we'll be back here in a minute. We're going to continue the time lapse. Okay, well, I've got mostly everything hooked up. I forgot the dang isolator bushings for the whirly woos down there. I forgot them, and So Roy went back to the other shop for me again, bless his heart, to get me them. I just went ahead and put the emergency brake cables on, you know, and just gonna work on straightening things up and while he's gone getting that, and I'll go ahead and keep buttoning stuff up. That way, when he gets back, we can take this thing for a drive. It's been a while. It's been a good little while. So, man, it'll be y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. It's gonna be wild. We have a whole new outlook on this car, and it's coming fast. So, you guys need to stay tuned. You really need to stay tuned. Big thank you to Super Clean. I mean, huge thank you to Super Clean. They supplied with all that stuff, and man, I couldn't have done any of this without it. So there comes Roy right there. Smile, Roy, you're on camera. Okay, there he comes. Let's get the isolators in and shove this thing back up under the car so we can get done. Well, we've got her in there. I've got to do brake lines, put the drive shaft in, bleed the brakes, and emergency brake cables. But man, we are getting some progress done. Look at that. It looks centered in there and everything. Now hopefully it'll hold. But with the new bushings, new coilovers, we ended up, two of these shock mounts bushings, the isolators were wrong, so I took a pair of scissors and cut it. You can see right there. I cut that, and that made it widen up, and now the shock is a pretty snug fit. And we got some up there, if you can see. I'd like to paint in here, but it's too cold today to do that, so we'll have to do that another time. So anyways, let me go ahead and finish putting the rest of this crap together. And maybe Roy can drive his car for once. And maybe it won't break down.
Yeah.
So let's get started. Okay, we got the entire rear end put together, emergency brakes on. Unfortunately, I think we're only gonna have front brakes because the rear brake hose is collapsed, and it probably has been collapsed for a long time, I don't know. But we're about to take this and let it down. Let's put the first scratch marks on my freshly painted differential. Maybe this will lift it high enough, I don't know. I think so. It'll be good to see this old girl sitting on her feet again.
Don't forget your hat over there.
I won't forget my hat. Thank you to Super Clean once again for giving me all that product and that hat. And they even gave me a bright purple shirt that I don't have on right now, but I do have it.
Man, it's sitting nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's sitting really good. Man.
Yeah, that looks good.
That looks slick. What do you say we try to start it up for the first time in several days? And it's cold right now.
It is cold.
It's pretty cold. The coolant temp says 58, but I don't think that's right. It's way colder than that outside.
Cannot complain about that.
Oh yeah, no pumping it. Man, it's gonna be a cool deal. So we're gonna let this warm up, pick our tools, and then we're gonna take it for a ride and see what we think. All right, guys, let's get this party started. What do you say we let Roy take us for a ride? Now, mind you, he hasn't drove this car with the Hyper Spark and
Nope.
none of that yet. Man, this is gonna be different for him.
Wow. Suspension feels a lot better, I can tell you.
Yeah, the
already.
front end's still low.
Which way do you want to go?
Left.
Front
Gets-
end's-
Gets rough that way. Feel like a stink bug right now. Man.
Drive. Been a long time.
Been a long time since it even ran this well.
Well, it's running great. Running really good.
Man. Look at this wide view on this camera. That's something I can't do on the GoPro.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's so
That's
cool.
It's really vivid.
Don't feel like it's dog tracking any, does it, Roy?
No.
And it sounds pretty smooth. Man. Look at us go. That is such a neat deal that we got this rear end just together again.
Yeah, it's good.
And, I mean, it's riding pretty dang smooth. This thing is riding really smooth. No clunks from the rear end.
No, not at all.
I mean, it's going very
We don't
well.
have brakes.
Yeah, of course we don't have no brakes, but,
Yeah.
but I mean, you don't need it. The Beller don't need that. So, man. Well, this has just been a long time coming. I knew it needed bushings at the rear. I knew it did. I've already done the front before I did an alignment. We're cooking along. So I cannot believe it. So let's go for a little bit of a drive and then we'll be back. Okay, we finally made it to the smooth road, and we should be able to hear what this rear end's doing a little bit better now. Man, it's so far so well. We're gonna go ahead and run it into Tologa, put some fresh fuel in it. I mean,
40-mile test drive.
Yeah, 40-mile test drive. Man, but right now it is feeling pretty dang smooth. So, I mean, we are just getting it done. Man, we are getting it done. So, I am so happy that this car is finally back on the road. I mean, this is a super dependable, good riding car again. And, I mean, I want to take this car, drive it all the way to California after I put air conditioner and a heater for it.
You were dragging your tail pretty good when you called me and that brand got out.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta tell you something.
I was pretty devastated about that thing rear end. But, I mean, so far, I mean, it sounds smooth. We're running probably 65 right now, and no problems whatsoever. I mean, I'm not going to be beating on it anytime soon, but
No.
so, I mean, it'll work real well for now.
If it's gonna break down, it's gonna break down at the burnout contest.
Yeah. So, but I guess we don't have to worry about that for about a year. I mean, there's no burnout contest this time of year. But
How much we got for brakes here?
oh, I'm sure we got plenty of
Don't
brakes.
forget.
So, yeah, it's running good. This thing is just remarkable.
It's kind of nice on these cornering roads that it is so low geared though.
Yeah,
Because, I mean, you don't need to downshift or anything to make most of these corners. You
Yeah.
just leave it right in fourth gear and cruise on down the road.
yeah, it's almost like driving an automatic.
Almost.
So, I don't know, that clutch pedal is awfully stiff to be driving it in city traffic though.
Man, I remember it too. That was rough.
Roy used to have to drive this car back and forth every day in city traffic.
San Bernardino to Los Angeles every day.
Man, I couldn't imagine that.
Bumper to bumper, sometimes 5 hours to make that trip
Man.
in this thing, man. No air conditioning.
But he looked cool. Man, Roy looked cool while he was doing it.
Got a lot of girls.
Yeah, got a lot of girls. No back seat to take him to though.
Yeah.
But he had a whole bed back
That's
there.
why I had a bench seat.
Yeah. Remind me to disinfect. Remind me to disinfect. So, yeah. I don't even feel any weird vibrations or nothing. So, I mean, I think we are golden. All right, well, we will see you guys in Tologa and then back at the house. Okay, guys, we just got back from Tologa, and man, that was pretty cool. That was an awesome ride. So, anyways, it did good. Don't see no leaks under it. Car looks good, although it is dirty and needs a bath, but it's too cold right now. And man, we have had just a heck of a pretty good day. I've got big updates coming. I mean, huge updates. So if you're not subscribed, you may want to do that now because, I mean, there's some pretty big stuff coming to the channel. I've got 2 or 3 different projects that are just all coming together all at once. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks Super Clean. Check them out. I think if you go to their website, there's a 50% mail-in rebate. So anyways, thank you guys so much, and we will talk to you next time.